Have you ever wondered why your twin flame, who is supposed to be your mirror, doesn't reflect your love the way you expect? Why do they seem to pull away instead of embracing the connection? Why does it sometimes feel like they are running in the opposite direction while you are doing everything you can to bring them closer? If you're experiencing this, you are not alone. This is one of the most common and confusing aspects of the twin flame journey, especially for those in the chaser role. It can be heartbreaking when you pour your love into the connection, only to be met with distance, avoidance, or even rejection. But what if their behavior isn't about rejecting you at all? What if, instead, it is actually about reflecting something much deeper within yourself? The twin flame journey is not just about romance or being with someone who completes you. It is a path of self-discovery, transformation, and profound spiritual growth. One of the most powerful and misunderstood aspects of this connection is the mirror effect. Many people assume that mirroring means their twin should automatically reciprocate their love. But in reality, mirroring reveals the parts of yourself that need healing. Your twin flame is not only reflecting your love, but also your fears, wounds, and unresolved emotions. This mirroring process does not always appear as a direct copy of your actions or emotions. Instead, it highlights the aspects of yourself that require healing, often in ways that feel painful or confusing. To truly understand why your twin flame doesn't mirror your love back in the way you expect, it is important to recognize what mirroring really means in a spiritual context. Unlike a conventional relationship, where partners respond based on emotions, past experiences, and expectations, a twin flame connection operates on an entirely different level. Because you and your twin flame share the same energetic blueprint, your connection acts as a powerful mirror that reflects not only the love you give, but also the inner wounds and insecurities you may not even realize you have. If you have a deep fear of abandonment, your twin flame may mirror this by becoming emotionally unavailable or pulling away from the connection. If you seek validation from them, they may withhold it, forcing you to find that validation within yourself. If you struggle with self-worth, their actions may trigger feelings of unworthiness, not as a way to reject you, but as a way to highlight the parts of yourself that need healing. This dynamic explains why it often feels like your twin flame is running away from you. But in reality, they are not running from you as a person. They are running from the overwhelming emotions that the connection triggers within both of you. The energy between twin flames is incredibly intense, and when one or both twins are not ready to face their deeper wounds, it creates the classic runner-chaser dynamic. Many people question why their twin flame doesn't reflect their love if they are truly a mirror of them. Shouldn't they be drawn toward the connection instead of resisting it? The answer lies in the nature of spiritual mirroring. A mirror does not always reflect what we consciously expect. If you look in a mirror and raise your right hand, your reflection will appear to raise its left hand. Similarly, the twin flame mirror does not always reflect love in a direct way, but instead reflects the hidden energies that you may not be aware of. If you are radiating love from a place of wholeness, your twin flame will eventually reflect that. However, if your love is coming from a place of need, fear, or insecurity, your twin will mirror those hidden energies instead. This explains why chasing a twin flame often leads to more distance. The energy behind the chase is one of lack and desperation, and your twin mirrors this by pulling away. The twin flame journey is not about making the other person change. It is about shifting your own inner energy. When you stop seeking love and validation externally and instead turn inward to heal your wounds, the energy of the connection transforms. Your twin flame is energetically connected to you, so when you heal, they also begin to feel the shift. Many people mistakenly believe that union happens when the runner finally realizes the depth of the connection and decides to come back. In reality, union happens when both twins have done the necessary inner work to align with their highest selves. Instead of chasing, the most powerful thing you can do is shift your focus inward. Recognizing the lesson in the mirroring process is the first step toward breaking the cycle. Instead of viewing their distance as rejection, it can be seen as an opportunity to understand what they are reflecting within you. When emotions such as fear, insecurity, or a need for external validation are triggered, it is a sign that these aspects require healing. Addressing these wounds is the key to shifting the energy of the connection. Engaging in self-care, practicing gratitude, meditating, and aligning with your purpose all contribute to raising your vibration and bringing you closer to inner balance. Many twin flames have experienced a fascinating phenomenon. The moment they stop obsessing over their twin flame and focus on their own healing, their twin suddenly reaches out, becomes more open, or starts mirroring positive changes. This happens because the runner feels the energetic shift. When the chaser stops radiating neediness or fear, and instead radiates self-love and balance, the runner can no longer mirror fear. They begin mirroring growth. This doesn't mean that union happens overnight, but it does mean that the energy of the connection begins to evolve in a healthier, more aligned way. If you're struggling with the feeling that your twin flame isn't mirroring your love, take a step back and reflect on what your twin flame is teaching you about yourself. What fears or wounds are being triggered, and how can you heal them? Are you seeking love outside of yourself instead of embodying it within? The truth is, your twin flame is not rejecting your love. They are reflecting your inner world and guiding you toward healing and self-discovery. When you shift your energy, focus on self-love, and embrace the journey with an open heart, everything changes. The twin flame path is not meant to be easy, but it is meant to help you grow into your most authentic, powerful self. Every challenge, every moment of separation, and every emotional trigger is an opportunity for transformation. Instead of resisting the lessons, embracing them leads to deeper self-awareness and spiritual alignment. Many twin flames go through cycles of separation and reunion, and each phase of the journey serves to push both individuals toward healing and wholeness. The more you focus on your own growth rather than trying to fix the external connection, the closer you move toward spiritual alignment, which naturally shifts the energy of the dynamic. If this message resonates with you, take a deep breath and remind yourself that the love you seek has always been within you. When you fully embrace it, your twin flame will inevitably reflect it back in divine timing. Keep trusting the process, keep healing, and most importantly, keep loving yourself. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The twin flame journey is one of deep transformation, where every experience serves as a mirror reflecting back the parts of yourself that need healing. When you find yourself chasing after your twin flame, it is often not just about love, but about seeking validation. This need for external approval can manifest in relationships, making you feel incomplete without the reassurance of your twin flame's presence. The runner in the twin flame dynamic mirrors this behavior by pulling away, forcing you to confront how much you rely on others for a sense of self-worth. Their withdrawal is not a rejection, but an opportunity for self-reflection. True love is not about being validated by someone else. It is about learning to love and accept yourself fully. When you constantly seek validation from your twin flame or from others, it can indicate an underlying sense of insecurity. You may find that your self-worth is tied to how much love and attention you receive, leaving you feeling empty when that validation is not given. This pattern often stems from past experiences where love felt conditional or unavailable. The twin flame runner reflects this by showing you that no amount of external approval will ever be enough if you do not first validate yourself. Their absence is a message that your fulfillment must come from within. Healing this need involves shifting your focus inward, learning to appreciate yourself without depending on someone else's love to feel whole. When you stop seeking external validation and instead cultivate inner self-worth, the connection naturally becomes healthier and more balanced. Another major lesson the twin flame mirror reveals is the fear of vulnerability. Many chasers believe they are fully open to love because they are willing to give their all. However, giving love is not the same as receiving love. If you have a deep-rooted fear of emotional openness, you might struggle to truly let someone in, fearing rejection or loss of control. This fear creates emotional barriers that can prevent a deep, fulfilling connection. The runner reflects this fear by pulling away from emotional depth, mirroring your own subconscious resistance to fully exposing your heart. You may not even realize that this fear exists within you, but the runner's actions bring it to the surface. Their retreat is not just their own fear of commitment. It is also a reflection of your own difficulty in trusting love completely. When you hesitate to express your true feelings, fear that being vulnerable makes you weak, or hide parts of yourself in relationships, you may be unintentionally blocking the love you desire. Healing this fear requires embracing vulnerability, recognizing that true love involves risk, openness, and surrender. It means allowing yourself to receive love without fear, knowing that love is not something to control, but something to experience. Only when both twins learn to open their hearts and face their fears can their connection come into true alignment. One of the most profound reflections in the twin flame journey is the fear of abandonment. When the runner pulls away, it can trigger deep emotional wounds, making the chaser feel rejected and unworthy. However, this intense pain often stems from an old fear of being left behind, which may have originated in childhood or past relationships. The runner's withdrawal forces the chaser to confront this fear, revealing how much they depend on external relationships for a sense of security. The real issue is not that the runner has abandoned them, but that there is an unhealed wound within that makes them feel unlovable without another person's presence. The runner is not causing the pain, but rather exposing what was already there, waiting to be healed. Feeling abandoned easily, fearing being left alone, and becoming overly attached in relationships are all signs that this wound needs healing. The lesson here is that true love is not about possession or attachment. It is about connection, trust, and inner peace. Healing the fear of abandonment means realizing that you are whole on your own. When you no longer fear being alone, you will no longer attract situations that trigger this fear. The more you cultivate inner security, the less the runner's actions will affect you, and the more balance the connection will have. The twin flame journey is not about chasing or running. It is about healing. The runner is not rejecting you, but reflecting the areas in yourself that need growth and attention. Every difficulty you experience in this dynamic is an opportunity to look within, to address the wounds, fears, and patterns that are keeping you from experiencing love in its purest form. When you focus on your own healing, self-love, and emotional balance, the connection naturally begins to shift. Instead of seeing the runner's withdrawal as a loss, see it as an invitation to transform. Healing in the twin flame journey is an individual process before it can become a shared one. Many people believe that union happens when both individuals decide to come together. But the truth is that union occurs when both individuals heal to the point where they no longer feel the need to chase or run. This is why self-work is so essential. The runner and chaser dynamic is not just about physical distance. It is about energetic alignment. When one twin is overwhelmed with fear, pain, or insecurity, the other twin reflects that in their own way. Healing your wounds creates space for the connection to come together in a more harmonious way. A crucial part of healing is practicing self-love. This goes beyond affirmations or surface-level practices. It requires deep inner work. It means setting boundaries, learning to enjoy your own company, understanding your worth, and releasing the fear of loss. It means addressing past traumas and healing childhood wounds so that you are no longer looking for someone else to complete you. True twin flame reunion does not happen when one person chases and the other runs. It happens when both individuals feel whole on their own and come together from a place of love rather than need. Many people wonder how to speed up the reunion process, but the answer is always the same. Focus on your own healing. Trying to force the connection, overanalyzing the runner's actions, or waiting for them to return only keeps you stuck in the same cycle. The universe will bring you back together when you are both truly ready, when you have learned the lessons you were meant to learn. Trust the timing of your journey and focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Let go of expectations, release attachment to outcomes, and know that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The twin flame journey is unfolding exactly as it should, even if it doesn't feel that way right now. Every challenge is leading you closer to a deeper understanding of yourself and the love you seek. The twin flame mirror is a powerful force, showing you what needs to be healed so that love can exist in a space of wholeness rather than need. The more you heal, the more aligned your connection will become. Reunion is not about chasing. It is about allowing love to flow freely, without fear, without attachment, and without needing anything outside of yourself to feel complete. Trust the process, embrace the lessons, and know that true love begins within.